Boola, and welcome to the EpicTV Surf Report Volcom Fiji Pro Edition. As you've all heard or seen for yourselves, day one of the Volcom Fiji Pro 2013 has been written into the history books in far from death-defying, but super fun conditions at Cloudbreak. And congratulations to Aussie wildman Mitch Colburn for the first perfect 10-point ride of the event. Of course, the boys had to endure a couple of lazy days before the comp kicked into gear. Contest windows open. Unfortunately, due to conditions, day one of the Volcom Fiji Pro will be a lazy day. But Fiji being Fiji, and even with another major swell slamming Tahiti, the ASP Top 34 didn't seem too phased not to be surfing. On today's show, we're taking a look at what happens when there's nowhere to surf in paradise, mixed in with a few reminders of what it's like out there when most mortals wouldn't dare dip their little toe in the water, let alone paddle out at Cloudbreak. So yes, at the very start, the Volcom Fiji Pro 2013 suffered from a decent case of the "you should have been here yesterday" syndrome, as demonstrated by these tweets from Jeremy Flores and Jordy Smith. I was lucky to get some of this on my first day here. Cloudbreak was amazing last night, 6 to 8 and pitting. Jordy's sunset session at the restaurant bar wasn't too shabby either. Great way to finish off the day. At least those last day of May sessions served as a reminder of why they traveled so far from home, even if the next day the South Pacific was flat as a pancake. The ASP World Tour had this to say: "It's a lay day at the hashtag Volcom Fiji Pro. Here's to another great day in paradise." Michelle Perez was down with that, just so long as no one mentioned the elephant in the room. "I quit Twitter for a few days until the swell at home has passed. No photos please with anybody involved in a massive pipe. Hashtag Teahupo, hashtag again." This being the internet age and all, many a caustic anonymous internet commentator couldn't help but let fly with a couple of cheeky tweets. "Lennox Hillbilly was firing them off faster than that Chope's place spits adrenaline junkies out of the barrel. Oh my! Hashtag Teahupo lay day. Someone just scored a barrel they won't forget. Hashtag Teahupo. Hashtag Volcom Pro Fiji. Waves are going orf at the hashtag Volcom Fiji Pro. Check it out at TahitiWebcam.com. Teahupo Live." Let me guess, today will not be a lay day at Teahupo. Always a consummate professional, Travis Logie made sure that everyone knows a surfless day in Fiji is still way better than the best day at most average beach breaks anywhere else in the world. And the assorted boys from Brazil on the islands weren't at all inclined to disagree with him. As far as Felipe Toledo's concerned, any day in Fiji is a good day. No waves in Fiji, but still getting tubed. While Alejo Muniz's cozy little bure made him feel right at home. B. Durbridge was just looking forward to the food, and possibly a few mackers like in round 2 last year. Nothing like fresh tuna, it's good to be back on Namotu. Hashtag sashimi. There was plenty of food and drink on hand at the opening ceremony. Or was that just the start of a 10-day long party? Judging by this tweet from Michelle Perez, it may have been a bit of both. The opening ceremony was epic. The people, the culture, and the islands are just insane. Who knows why he wasn't there already? But Kelly Slater was desperately trying to find excuses for not being in Fiji, even if the swell forecast said it'd be flat. Hanging with Willie Nelson wasn't a bad one. Hashtag how old's that photo? Hashtag like he needs a warm-up surf. Of course, those angry internet villagers with pitchforks just saw another hashtag ASP conspiracy theory behind the whole thing. Not Dane Reynolds tweeted, "The Oxford Unabridged at ASP Dictionary defines lay day as at Kelly Slater is running late." Dora Lives pounced on that one like the cat. How can a multimillionaire who does nothing but surf be late to anything? Run that shit. But seriously guys, it was just really flat. That, and the fact that the rest of the top 34 were having way too much fun, playing tennis, lounging around in the pool, going fishing, singing happy birthday, picking up on chicks, and just hanging out with the wife. Or, as Travis Logie's significant other, Shauna, put it, hashtag tough life of a pro surfer. She sounds kind of bitter. Better bring home that bacon brew. And on that note, thanks for tuning in to this edition of the EpicTV Surf Report. Until next time, pray for surf.